YouTube world, what's going on? With all of the reports on the internet right now claiming that Nintendo has changed their plans to releasing the Switch 2 in 2024 to now delaying it to 2025, well, it looks like they have made some big changes to the 2024 Switch lineup. My first source comes from Zippo. They have this article that states, yes, Switch 2 has been delayed to 2025, and they go on to say the last few days have been incredibly deflating is a massive understatement. We were this, and I mean this, close to having the Switch successor officially announced. Unfortunately, reports from the major trades have confirmed that the system has been delayed until next year. Those are unfortunately accurate, and that means we're dealing with yet another year of a dusty old Switch. It's really disappointing, but these types of things just happen. Some of Nintendo's launch window games apparently need more time, and I always support game developers taking all the time they need. Game development is hard, guys. This also means every Switch 2 game I have told you folks about will obviously have to be pushed back as well. Nintendo was prepared for this though. They are sitting on well over a dozen finished Switch games that are ready to go at any time. Now, as part of Nintendo's revised schedule for this year, Metroid Prime 4, 2 mainline Pokemon titles, and more unannounced Mario games will release this year, alongside a bunch of more unannounced remasters. All in all, it's a solid way to end the life of their most popular console, and it's a hell of a lot better than whatever the hell the Wii and Wii U ended up with. More from me soon. Now, these are some pretty bold claims coming from Zippo. They're saying that Nintendo's 2024 Switch schedule has now been revised to having Metroid Prime 4, 2 mainline Pokemon games, and we don't know what they are as of yet, some unannounced Mario games coming out this year as well, and a bunch of more unannounced remasters. I'm going to get into what those games could be, but first, let's talk about my second source, which comes from MyNintendoNews.com. It states here, analysts Nintendo is likely looking at a pretty dry pipeline this year due to reports of Switch 2 Q1 2025 delay. Now, down there in the second paragraph it states, Nintendo is likely looking at a pretty dry pipeline this year, Toto said, and this is coming from Dr. Seren Toto. And he says that the company will still try to keep the blockbusters for the next console, so 2024 might see more remakes of old Nintendo hits. In any case, 2024 will be a lot tougher for Nintendo without a new device. Now, Dr. Seren Toto is saying the same thing that Zippo is saying here, that hey, for 2024 for the Switch that's out on the market right now, more remakes and remasters of old Nintendo hits will be coming to the Switch console. Now, let's move on to my third source, which also comes from MyNintendoNews.com, and it states here, Jeff Grubb says he had heard of a big Metroid marketing campaign set for May of this year, and he mentioned this in one of his latest podcast episodes. And with now Zippo stating that, hey, Metroid Prime 4 is releasing in 2024, which is a bold claim again, man, that's very bold. Hey, is it possible that this marketing campaign will include Metroid Prime 4? I think it will be, along with Metroid Prime 2 Echoes and Metroid Prime 3 Corruption, because hey, I wouldn't think that Nintendo would bring Metroid Prime 1 Remaster to the Switch without bringing 2 and 3 before Metroid Prime 4. It will only make sense, but hey, we'll see. I also think that possibly Fire Emblem, Genealogy of the Holy War, could be coming to the Switch this year. That game has been heavily rumored for a very long time. And possibly, and I know a lot of people are not going to like this, possibly Twilight Princess HD, Wind Waker HD, FZO-GX, all of those games have been highly rumored for the Switch. Nintendo has already confirmed that Paper Mario, The Thousand Year Door and Luigi's Mansion 2 HD are coming to the Switch sometime in 2024. In January, Nintendo released another recollection, and just the other day, they released Mario vs. Donkey Kong. All of those games I mentioned are remixes and remasters. So, Nintendo is already setting the trend that hey, 2024 is going to be the year of remakes and remasters. The only brand new game that has been released so far in 2024, I should say, is releasing in March of 2024 that we know of is Princess Peach Showtime. So look man, 2024 already looks like the year of remakes and remasters for the Switch. Nintendo does a really good job at these remakes and remasters. So if they're going to bring a bunch of these unannounced remakes and remasters to the Switch in 2024, along with Metroid Prime 4, some more Mario games that haven't been announced as well, I'm fine with that all the way through. Now of course, with all of these Nintendo released games, there's going to be a bunch of third-party games released for the Switch in 2024 too. So it's not like we're missing out on any games coming to the Switch at all. So I don't know why anybody would complain about this. I know a lot of people are complaining online that the Switch 2 is releasing in 2025 as it's being reported, but I have a question. Would you rather have the Switch 2 with a weak lineup and released in 2024, or have them released in 2025 and have a strong lineup? And with that being said, that's going to do it for this video. If If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content.